Mike. Looks like Velo was down a little bit, but he worked up pretty well.
Yeah, and it's one of those days. Sometimes it's tough, and cold Florida kid. I don't know how many days he's pitched in weather like this. My guess is none. And also he threw a little bit in the bullpen, this past weekend. But just proud of him, proud of all the pitchers. Obviously this was a day that the pitchers wanted for us, and he was terrific and really got us off to a good start. Was able to throw the ball in the strike zone on a day where the wind's blowing in and it's cold. When runs are at a premium, he did what he needed to do.
Is there a common denominator offensively? Just some of the struggles with guys on and stuff today?
No, I just think I hate to say try too hard. I don't know if you can try too hard, but I thought some of our swings got big in the wrong moments. And this is day like this is not where you want your swings to get bigger and longer, because fly balls are bad today. And so I thought we blew some opportunities offensively. We didn't need any more hits. We just needed guys to move some balls. If we would have done that with some runners on, especially the inning where we had a couple strikeouts with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, we get at least 2 more runs. But if we do that throughout the game, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when there's going to be an error or another walk or another HBP or a ball's going to find a hole. We just didn't move enough balls, and I really think we just the swings got a little long today, and it's disappointing. But we'll correct that.
You still looking to throw a few more arms this weekend, or?
Yeah, I mean, we got some guys that haven't thrown. Obviously, Cade Townsend didn't throw. We checked what he's thrown in the bullpen. He wasn't available today just because he threw twice in the bullpen, and that happens in college baseball. People don't understand it, but the goal is to protect him. And sometimes when you're playing games and you get beat up, he was supposed to throw possibly in that Texas game. We thought that would happen, and then when it didn't, we saved him for the next day, and then we 10-run rule. He was going to pitch the 8th, and he doesn't get in the game. And so getting hot and doing that is probably not wise to throw him today, but there's no doubt he'll throw this weekend, and others. We got a couple other guys that haven't been out there. It was nice to get Jones out there today. I mean, he looked electric. Proud of Hancock, first college appearance. He looked like he belonged. He looked terrific. And Walker Hooks again just filled it up, looked really dominant. So it was a good day for us on the mound. But it's nice to win when you don't play well.
Is your remark stolen base? Is that a scouting report thing or a tell you noticed in the game?
It actually was with him and Clem. I didn't put it on. It wasn't a scouting report thing, but they were kind of playing not a shift with the third baseman, but really released him from the bag, and from going from the windup left-hander. There's an opportunity there. He's a little long to the plate, and they took it. He just had too big of a lead.
What's Calhoun's development been like? I mean, he actually had a pretty good big spot. That bigger later.
And he's pitched really well this early spring. Last couple times out in the inter-squad games, he's pitched well, and proud of him. He's a guy that he's got a really good arm, good breaking ball, and we think he's got a shot to really help us.
From your perspective, just what are you seeing from Spencer that maybe can be corrected?
He's just got to get in the strike zone a little more. Obviously, you want to catch the ball too, and when you're in the ninth in a close game, every out matters. But for him, specifically, I think he's got to be in some good counts, and then he's got to be able to land some off-speed pitches as well. But the biggest thing is he hasn't been in good enough counts for him. And then sometimes it's tough. Nobody wants to hear it, but sometimes for the closer it's hard. And you credit them because not only did they get guys on and get guys to third base, but they didn't punch out. You're talking about a guy that punches a lot of people out. He doesn't get a strikeout. They moved the ball twice. They scored 2 runs. Where there's a good shot, and we saw it even against a good team, in Texas. That he's going to get a big punch out in those opportunities, and he didn't today. So credit them for being able to move the ball. Yeah, our deficiency to get the runners there, but credit them for getting a couple competitive at bats there and tying the game up.
Obvious comment, Federico coming in on a cold night, cold, and really gives you at bats there off the bench.
Just a good ball. He is what you see. He's just a really good ball player. Nice turn there, at the end, but just gives you, just really good at bats, from both sides of the plate, which is a good thing because you can see once we went 4 left-handers in a row, 7, 8, 9, 1. They were looking for an opportunity to bring that left-hander in, and he kind of breaks that up, and being able to come in the game, so that it's a nice thing to have.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.